Don't let the mug fool you. It is Vlogmas. Well, welcome back to another weekly Weight Watchers check-in. In today's video, I am going to share my weekly wins, my goals for the upcoming week, and what I think about losing weight during the holidays. If you're new here, hi, hello, and welcome. Please be sure to hit that red subscribe button and turn on your notifications if you want to follow my journey to live my best healthy life and trying to stay sane in this holiday season. So for this week's check-in, I actually did not get on the scale to do an official weigh-in. Now, if you have somehow stumbled upon this video, I am officially 5 weeks post skin removal surgery and tummy tuck, and swelling is a real thing. So after kind of weighing in last week and not losing anything despite really sticking to the Weight Watchers plan, I felt like it wasn't really beneficial or supportive to my mental health to weigh in. But I love the idea of doing this check-in video to keep myself accountable, to talk about things that worked, things that maybe didn't, or areas where I stumbled a little bit, and kind of like refocus for the next week. Now, with all that said, I did have a post-op appointment, which I shared, and I did have to get on the scale for that. And according to the scale at the surgeon's office, I have lost 3 pounds. Now, is that 3 pounds of swelling? Is that 3 pounds like of legitimate weight loss? Like, I don't know. And so I'm like, I'm happy it's going down, like not complaining, but I definitely know like my lower tummy has some swelling. I haven't been wearing my compression today, and the doctor said that was fine if I'm like at home hanging out, not doing a ton. But I am happy that at least the scale is kind of moving in the right direction. Now, I had some challenges this past week. We traveled to Cincinnati for a cousin's wedding, and so I didn't want to like let loose, but I also didn't want to feel like a slave to the app. So I actually didn't track, but I felt like I made pretty good decisions. So at the wedding reception, I chose some lean protein, some vegetables, kept the carbs to kind of like a minimum, although they had these like sour cream potatoes that were like legit. And I was just so glad that like I didn't go back for seconds. I only had like 2 glasses of wine, which might sound like a lot, but it was like a nighttime reception that went to 12:30. Now, full disclosure, I cannot make it to 12:30. Like the only time I'm up at 12:30 is if I have to go to the bathroom. So I did have some cake, but Mark and I split a slice. So all in all, like I felt like I was doing really good, and I was up and moving, I was dancing. So, you know, all in all, like a good night. And then Saturday and Sunday, Mark and I were kind of traveling, having some fun, celebrating our 14th wedding anniversary. And so, you know, we were eating at restaurants and whatnot, but again, I was doing my best to choose foods that were supportive of my journey, but like recognizing the areas where like it was okay to loosen up a little bit. So we went out to lunch with my uncle, and I had a grilled chicken salad, but I still got my ranch dressing because it's the Midwest, Joe. And then at dinner we had sushi, and I got like a side salad, but we skipped the appetizer. Part of that was because we had maybe the most attentive server on the planet. So attentive that like I couldn't even focus on the appetizer menu. Like Mark was like, I'll just take bisque, just like to like get the ball rolling. So I felt like despite like that being something like where I wasn't on plan, I didn't log into the app to track, I did a pretty good job. I did have a company lunch already this week, and they were just like, we're providing lunch for everybody. I was like, great, this is amazing. Well, it was pizza. And 2 pieces of pizza, I was shocked to learn, is 19 points. Now, it was super tempting to just be like, all right, I'm done. I'm not going to track the rest of the day. This is already like a mess. But I decided to keep tracking for the rest of the day. You know, like I ate the food that I was already planning to eat. So I did go to my mother-in-law's. I had spaghetti, but I kept the portion reasonable. I made sure to eat broccoli and chicken and all of that stuff. But like, I still ate pasta. I didn't eat just like broccoli and sauce, because that's like not a dinner, you know? So moving into this next week, I already know there is Yeti, what do you want to do? What do you think? So I already know that I am going to have to really navigate some more holiday situations, because like people say Thanksgiving is one day, Christmas and the holidays are like a month. It is just non-stop. So like my goals with the holidays are to be as consistent as possible, not be a slave to the app, limit sugar where I can, because that for me is going to be where like I get in quote unquote the most trouble. And then, you know, do my best to like make sure I'm eating vegetables, because like vegetables are important. We don't want to get scurvy. You know, we want to eat those filling foods. But, you know, for me, like that's kind of like my priority. And then I also really need to start drinking water, and not being like, I'm not drinking water ever. But I need to be a little more mindful with that. Like, I feel like it's so cliche, but I have my hydro jug. I can fill it up and drink it throughout the day. There's no reason I can't. So doing that will kind of help me like recognize whether I'm hungry or I'm thirsty. And there have been times like in my initial weight loss journey, I lost on WW during the holidays, but there's also been times where I've been so strict that I just don't get to have fun with it. Okay, you can see through the French door our swing hammock like moving in the wind, and it's like one of those things like in the 80s where like you would be like, there's a ghost. It's not, it's a hammock swing, or yeah, chair hammock, whatever it's called. So those are kind of like my like goals going in to the holidays, you know, going into lunch tomorrow, going into breakfast with Santa on Sunday, another lunch on Tuesday. And then the other thing I really want to focus on is like integrating some gentle movement into my schedule. I am now cleared to exercise, but as the doctor said, I have to listen to my body. I can't just go for a 5-mile run. And as it turns out, the weather in Indiana is going to be like dumb. If you've been around, you know, I have said a million times, I love warm weather. I like to be hot. I need to get used to the cold. So I just need to like figure things out, figure out how to take it slow, what exercises feel best, you know, with my body right now. I did order 2 swimsuits that I can swim in. They're not just like cute swimsuits, they're actually for swimming. And so I am excited to get those and try them out in the swim spa. I think even just like aqua jogging or water walking will feel really good in the spa as well. And those the water walking and the aqua jogging are exercises that I can do at a higher water temperature, whereas swimming, the warmest I would want the water is like 90 degrees, which is not very fun for like relaxing at the end of the day. So like doing those little things to like keep me accountable, I think will be really important. I also like want to make sure that I am like making some fun desserts. That is my child coming in. Pause. The other thing I need to do is just making sure that I have like fruits and vegetables for snacking. And if I'm making Christmas dinner, just making sure I have some like delicious food, but also like not just pure like snacks and stuff. So I'd love to hear how you approach the holidays. What are your healthy holiday tips? Be sure to leave them in the comment section down below and stick around for more Vlogmas fun.